Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Jump, and I just want to sincerely apologize for those of you who are watching this that attempted to jump on my power hour on Wednesday, December 29th. I will just keep it real with you. I forgot. The holidays got the best of me. And it's been a little bit crazy in my house. So I just wanted to lead with a sincere apology because I know a lot of you were on track and doing those power hours very, very consistently and regularly. And I wasn't there for you. I dropped the ball. So I am very, very sorry about that. By the way, sorry, my husband, I'm using my husband's Zoom. He can go for like an hour on this or something. So I'm using his Zoom. That's why you see his name at the bottom. But I just want to say sorry. Okay. So now that we've cleared the air, I'm going to set my timer. Okay. So we're going to do an hour. But let me lay out what I've got for you. Okay. And then that way, you can decide what you want to do, how you want to execute and all of that stuff. So, the first 10 minutes, so I'm going to get my 10-minute timer ready because I'm going to jump right in so we can get started. I don't want to waste any time. The first 10 minutes is follow up. Now, what I mean by that is following up with people that you talked to 1 week ago, people that you talked to exactly 1 month ago. So November 30th, people that you talked to exactly 2 months ago, October 30th. Because today's December 30th, some of you might be catching this replay months down the road, not sure. But anyway, the point is follow up with people from a week ago, 1 month ago, 2 months ago. Okay. So depending on how many people you talk to on those exact days, that's why I give you multiple options. We're going to do 10 minutes of that. Okay. 15 minutes is the next one. 15 minutes in Messenger, messaging new people. Okay, so the first 10 minutes was follow up with people you've already talked to before. The next 15 minutes is going to be new people. Okay, the first 7.5 minutes is going to be customers. The last 7.5 minutes is going to be opportunity. Okay, and I'll show you examples. I'll give you examples of what kind of wording I'm using to talk to these new people and what I'm saying exactly. Okay, then we're going to do 5 minutes after that of friend requests. Okay, trying to get at least 2 to 3 intentional friend requests. And I'll explain what I mean by that when we get to it. 5 minutes is the next one, 5 minutes of stories. So we're going to love and comment on stories of new people that we've not interacted with before. Now, some of you might say, oh, I don't have anyone new. I've interacted with every single person on my friends list. I don't buy that, but if that's true, go interact with the same people that you've go circle back and start over. Okay. And then, so that's stories. And then we're going to do 5 minutes of interacting on posts, loving and commenting on people's posts. And then, so for the last 30 minutes, the last 20 minutes of the hour, we're going to do, so 10 minutes of scheduling posts. Okay. Scheduling posts. So that is going to be in your private group. Some of you may not be using a private group to build your business, and that is totally fine. So if you're one of those people, then we're going to draft up content. So grab your notebook and you're going to draft up some content for 10 minutes for a post on your wall. Okay. On your personal wall. All right. But if you have a private group, we're going to do private groups. Okay. Scheduling. And then the next 5 minutes, we're going to save trending songs on TikTok and Instagram. Okay. Because if you're not on TikTok or doing reels on Instagram yet, then you need to. And I'll kind of share with you what I've learned about it. I am by no means an expert yet, but I'll tell you what I know. And then the last 5 minutes of this hour is iffy. I'm not 100% certain that we're going to do this or not. We might just end it at 55 minutes since I've talked so long on the explanation. But if we have 5 minutes left, we will invite to webinars. Okay. Is there a webinar tonight? There might be a webinar tonight. Either way, if you're catching this any other day, there's going to be more webinars. So we're going to spend some time inviting webinars. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and just start my timer here. Okay. The first 10 minutes, make sure you have your notebook and your pen. Okay. And I'll start the timer for us. Okay. First 10 minutes, we're going to do follow up. Okay, timer is started. And everyone's follow-up's I'm gonna kind of talk while I'm doing this, while we're doing this. Okay, I'll let you know when the 10 minutes is up. Just gonna kind of talk through this and tell you what I'm doing, because everybody's follow-up's gonna look a little different. So it's gonna be like, okay, well, where did the conversation end? Did they ghost you? Maybe you forgot to respond, like anything can happen. Okay, so last Thursday, 23rd, most of us were probably fully in the Christmas mode that day. Okay, so a couple of people haven't even opened my message, so that's going to happen. Okay, it happens to all of us. Some people didn't even open my message. The messages I sent last week on this day were asking everyone if they were excited and ready for Christmas. Some people responded, some people didn't open my message at all. Some people opened it and didn't even respond. So nice, so nice. So I'm going back and saying, how was your Christmas? Now, where some of you might be like, okay, well, where does that conversation go from there? Okay, like how do you even turn it into a business conversation at all? And what I would do from that point, okay, and let me give you one more disclosure statement here. Everyone handles things differently in this business. Some things work for others that don't work for others. You know what I'm saying? So like what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. Okay. So I'm just here to share you my perspective. So once they answer me about Christmas, there might be some dialogue back and forth there. And then I will ask them about, by the way, have you seen that I've been building a business in the health and wellness field? And then I would love to just show you what that looks like. Are you open to taking a look? And that right there is so, they don't have, there's no attachment there. Like they don't have to feel obligated one way or another to take a look. And also the way you've worded that kind of like shows them like, okay, I can take a look if I want. And if I do, there's really no tie. She's not making me feel like she's selling me on something, Okay, not much conversation happened for me on the 23rd, so a week ago. So I'm going to go scroll all the way back to a month ago, November 30th. There we go. There's some combos. There's a lady I was messaging 1 month ago who is in Modere, however you say it. She and I have been trying to meet for coffee since August last summer. And she knows that I'm with a company that has the best collagen. Okay. She claims she has the best collagen. So there's kind of a little weirdness there, but you know what? We're both very like kind, open-minded people. So we're both willing to just like go in and chat, but we cannot coordinate our schedules. So I'm still in her, I'm still in her inbox. I mean, if it takes a year, who cares, you know? Staying consistent and not ever dropping the ball on those types of people is a big deal, because you never know when something can turn around. She might say, you know what, yeah, things have really fallen through for me over the last several months. Things took a turn. I don't want to be here anymore. You never know what can happen. And Elisa Tarr can vouch for that. So I had a lot of ghost action on November 30th. So I'm just going back in and saying, hey, did y'all have a good Christmas? That's how I'm like trying to revamp that combo. A lot of these November 30th messages were about the $20,000 getting ready to expire, not knowing they were going to bring it back for December. So I have a lot of these. So what I'm just basically copying and pasting. Did y'all have a great Christmas? One and a half minutes left of follow-up, and we'll move on to messaging new people for customers and opportunity. All right. I'm finally through my November 30th. Perfect timing. Okay. All right. There's the timer. Let's reset the timer for 15 minutes. We're going to jump right back in. We're going to go into Messenger again, and we're going to start with customer messages. So, what I like to do with the customer messages, I'm going to actually set a 7.5 minute timer. Okay. So we can do exactly half. Yeah. Okay, I'll help you find it in just a few minutes. Sorry, guys, I am home with my children. Last night, that's actually part of the problem. My husband was busy and I was just, my head was spinning. I have 3 daughters and it was just craziness here. Okay, so, okay, 7.5 minutes set now. Okay, so what do I say? Okay, I always go with collagen because it's the easiest, right? And we make the most commission on that. That and CBD are like the highest commission that we make. So collagen is also easy to sell because everybody wants it right now. Everybody has it. Every company has it, but we have the best, arguably the best. So what am I going to do? So who am I going to message? How am I going to determine who my new people are? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go to my Facebook. Now, if you do not have stories up and you're not regularly doing stories, change that. You need to be in your stories, having at least 5 stories up every day, constantly, never letting them run out. Okay, make your stories a reality TV show, if you will, you know, Instagram and Facebook. There's even a feature you can share them to both. Okay, so if you're not doing that, please do. It's a really great way to find new people, like the people that are viewing your stories. If they're clicking your story, now I know there's those OCD people that just like click to clear them out. Who cares? We're going to assume that they're actually clicking our name because they want to look at what we have. Okay, so I go to my stories and I flip up and I can see who is viewing them. Okay, so of course, a lot of them are people I've already talked to, but there's always somebody who I've never messaged before that's looking at my stories. Okay, so that's where I'm going to start. And how am I going to approach them? I'm going to say, hey, how was your Christmas? Always leave it there. And then I'm going to say to them, sorry, I'm looking now. I am going to say to them, I'm curious, have you jumped on the collagen train yet? I try to be real playful because I want people to have their guard down, you know? I want people to have their guard down and be like, oh yeah, well, no, not really. Or like, you know, just to be honest with me. If I start spewing a bunch of information right out the gate, they're going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not answering that. Like, no. So that's what I'm going to start with. All right. How was your Christmas? Yeah. And by the way, I'm curious, have you jumped on the collagen train yet? There's even those people that are kind of scary, right? Like we all have those scary people that we don't want to message because we're like, no, like they're not about this life. Like, I get it. I still have those people. I've been doing this for freaking 8 years and I'm still like, sometimes, but you have to get out of that mindset. I'm about to message somebody that's kind of scary. Obviously, we've had conversations. She's my neighbor. It's my neighbor. And I've never talked to her about this opportunity or the products because she's been one of those people like, no, no. Today is the day. I'm messaging this person. Challenge you to go do that same thing right now. Message one scary person that you're like, no, they wouldn't. Okay, so my message to her said, hey, how was the Ziegler Christmas? That's their last name. And in the same message, I said, also, I've been meaning to message you about this. Have you and your husband jumped on the collagen train yet? She has two sisters that are hairdressers too. So this could be a huge thing. And I have failed to message her when this could turn into something huge for me. And I finally jumped out of my comfort zone. Not worrying about what she's going to say or think. The worst thing she could say is, no, I haven't. I'm not interested. Okay, cool. No big deal. See you later. Just don't overthink it, you know? There's the timer. Okay, I'm going to reset it. I'm going to click repeat. We're going to do 7.5 minutes of opportunity messages. Now, I'm going to use the same method from the messenger. Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay, sorry. Woo! Squirrel. Just got distracted. 7.5 minutes of opportunity. Now, remember, this month, tomorrow night, New Year's Eve, midnight Hawaii time, that $20,000 bonus by hitting Emerald in May and then maintaining for June, that goes away. That $20,000 bonus goes away. The eligibility for it goes away after midnight tomorrow. So also the $50 credit on the customer upgrades goes away. So for this next 7.5 minutes, we can message current customers about that opportunity. Okay, that's who we want to message first, actually. So go to your current customers and let them know that they can upgrade for a $50 credit. Now, some of you might be close to a 10 and 3, and you just need maybe one more person, or maybe you need all 3 and you've got all your 10 customers, or whatever that case may be. When this kind of thing happens, and again, some leaders are like, heck to the nah, I'm not doing any of that. No, no, no. But then there's some leaders that are like, oh, totally. If you're that close to $1,000 bonus, absolutely offer this. I like to offer incentives for people. Like, hey, if you partner within the next 24 hours with me, not only are you getting a $50 credit from the company, but I'll also throw a $50 credit on there. You'll get $100 off for partnering. Or I'll send you a $50 Amazon gift card. whatever you want to do. It could be $20 gift card, whatever you think that person wants or needs that's going to just push them to go for it. Why not? There's no rule that says you can't do that. And it has worked for me time and time again with sponsoring. Now, sometimes those people just flop and don't do anything with the business and they just took it $50. And sometimes they run with it and they're like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. Thank you so much for that. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go. So you be the judge, but with it getting close to the end and these people not quite understanding the importance of this $20,000 bonus and these customer upgrades, I just sometimes I offer incentives for that. So you can do that if you choose. If your leader has told you not to, do whatever you feel is best. Okay. I'm going to go message a few customers of mine that I have already messaged from last month about the customer upgrade and $20,000 bonus. I'm just going to be like, all right, this is the last time I'm going to message you about this specific thing, but I just need you to know that we have 24 more hours and then that deal is done. But I could not go to sleep tonight without at least telling you this. So that's going to kind of be my wording, something along those lines. I couldn't go to sleep tonight without at least reminding you of this incredible opportunity. And that's kind of how I'm laying it out there. Okay. So this is how I put it to one lady. I want to let you know that customers who upgrade get $50 off their upgrade this month, and there's an opportunity for $20,000 bonuses on the line. Anyone who partners before the end of the year is eligible to run for that. Couldn't go to sleep tonight without at least letting you know. Let me know if you have any questions around this. Boom, done. Oh, okay. There's the timer. All right. Okay, so that was good. You guys should have some messages that you got out that people should be responding soon. You guys can continue that later if you want, but we're just gonna roll right through this, okay? We're gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. We're gonna do 5 minutes of intentional friend requests. So I said I was gonna explain to you what I meant by that. Now, what I mean by intentional friend requests is we are going to search for people that we want to partner with. Okay, it might be somebody that you find influential in your community. It might be somebody that you've been following for a while, that's with a different company, that maybe you haven't friend requested yet or gotten to their inbox yet. Or maybe this means you're going to just search for somebody that you've never heard of or talked to before, and you're going to try to create a friendship there. Okay, so 5 minutes. I started a timer. What I like to do is, so like I think of companies like Plexus, Pharmacy, Color Street, Modere, any company, Unique, you know, and you can go to your Facebook tab. You could even do this in Instagram. I don't even know why I'm trying to show you my phone. You can't even see. And I go to the search at the top and I search the company. And sometimes people have what company they're with attached to their profile, so their names will come up. So for example, Pharmacy. We'll just pull up Pharmacy. Let's see what comes up. And then you can pick posts, people, groups, photos, all at the top. So I'm going to click people, Pharmacy people. Okay, so I have done this before, and I see one person friend requested already, and it's pending. They haven't accepted it yet. She might be on to me. She might be on to me. That's okay. That's okay. So I see another girl. I'm going to friend request her. Let me go to her profile actually first. Let's see. Now, when you're doing this, it's important to, now I have made sure that my profile is in order, okay? And what I mean by that is when this person goes to see who the heck I am, she's going to go to my profile and see that I'm a family woman. I'm very family oriented. I try to be goofy and funny sometimes. I'm not a boring person to follow. Okay, my profile's clean. I don't have a bunch of memes posted. I love my family. I love God, and I like to have fun. So if she doesn't like that, she doesn't have to accept my friend request, but I feel confident that she's going to go to my page and see that I'm a pretty easygoing, cool person, if you will. Okay, so that's what I mean by having your profile in order. Okay. If it's a bunch of memes and quotes that you just continuously share every day, maybe she would still follow me. I don't know. I don't know her, but always make sure your profile's in check. I also have my stories set to public as well, so she can totally view my stories. And I've got steak. We made steak the other night. It looks amazing. I'm posting about my facial that I got from my best friend, and my results, like fun stuff like that. And then I'm talking about how my squats that I did the other night absolutely killed me, and I'm being silly in it. I'm being silly in this video. So, you know, she can see that. So I think that she will probably maybe accept my friend request. So there's one. Let's get another one in. I said 2 to 3 would be good in that 5-minute time frame. So let's get at least one more. Another way to do this, okay? Some of you might be like, that's stupid. I don't like this method of friend requests. Why don't you find someone on your friends list that you know, somebody you know, in your community, someone you care about, or look up to or find influential, and go to their friends list. You might find somebody that you've actually been acquainted with in your town, and somebody that you would like to be connected with, and then friend request them. That's actually what I'll do. I'm going to go to somebody who I personally think is fairly influential in my town. let's see, go to her. Now I'm gonna look at her friends list. She is not in network marketing, this girl that I think is influential. She is not in network marketing. So it's not like I'm stealing her business or anything like that. I'm gonna zip through. There's our timer. I'm gonna finish this up real quick. I'm gonna find somebody. Also write their names down. I'm gonna write down my last person. And I'm gonna write down one more really quick. Take about 30 more seconds. Now, what are you going to do with these friend requests? If they accept, I'm going to start interacting with them a little bit. Okay, I got my next one. I'm going to start interacting with them. I have their names written down. I'm going to follow back up. I'm going to go and see if they've accepted my friend request. I'm going to like their stuff. I'm going to love their stuff and get to know them a little bit through their posts and all that jazz. Okay. All right. So the next 5 minutes is interacting on stories. So reset the timer, 5 minutes. Here we go. I'm going to go to, you can do this on Instagram or Facebook. Okay. Instagram or Facebook. And let me tell you a little fun tip. Did you know that the like button, now things could have changed, but this is what it used to be. The like button, the thumbs up, Facebook doesn't like that. Okay. And I don't know why they even have it, is to like maybe throw people off their algorithms or something. I don't know, to play jokes on us. I don't know. But the love, the care, the wow, the sad, the angry, those, the further down the line you get, the bigger the boost of the algorithm for those people. This is what I've heard, I've been taught. So like a picture of a baby on this girl's post. The heart is right up front. I'm going to do the care button, the heart, the thumb, the laugh, the care. I'm going to do the care on that one. Okay. That's going to boost my algorithm with her. Okay. Also messaging those people about their stories, boost your algorithm. Your stuff will start popping up in their feed. So that's a way to kind of trick the system a little bit for these people. If you, the further down the line, if you do a sad or a mad, which is pretty messed up actually, but that's actually the bigger boost of the algorithm there. So take the next few minutes, love, wow, cry, comment, meaning message them directly from their stories for the next few minutes. And that's going to help your algorithm with these specific people. Now, little trick. If it's somebody you've already interacted with 1 trillion times, swipe. If it's somebody you're not, swipe. Swipe away. Swipe. Swipe. People I've already interacted with 1 million times, right? Okay, so get to some new people if you can. Yes. Okay, go ahead. Come into this bathroom and I'll come help you in a minute, okay? What bathroom? This bathroom. Go to the bathroom there. So like this chick who I'm connected with, you can't see it. She lives in New York and she's always posting food that her and her husband make. And it looks like a fancy restaurant. Like they're so good. I'm always trying to comment when I see food pop up in her story. She does a lot of political stuff. So I'm always like, skip. But when she talks about food, I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay. So she would be a really good person for me to connect with, because that's like a whole new network for me, is up in New York. So you got to think about that kind of stuff too. Like get creative with your thoughts. Like, okay, where do I want to expand? You know, maybe I feel like I've touched everyone in my town. I got to get out of my town and expand elsewhere, right? Are you done? Okay, be there in just a second. Okay, there's the timer. I'm going to reset it. Okay. And the next 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to our last 20 minutes of the power hour. So the next 5 minutes, we're going to love and comment on people's posts. Okay. So just 5 minutes. All right. I started the timer. I'm going to go take care of my child in the bathroom really quick. Get busy, do the same exact thing. Loving, caring, wowing, sad, mad, to posts and commenting. Here's another thing, commenting 5 words or more. So just an emoji, just a GIF, those are not, Facebook doesn't give a crap about those. It doesn't help your algorithm with that person. So commenting 5 words or more, that shows that there's more of an interaction and that you actually care because you're putting some thought into the comment. That helps your algorithm as well. So doing that, 5 words or more. Okay. Also responding to people on your own posts, 5 words or more is very helpful. And maybe even asking a question to get them to respond again. Having a little bit of a conversation going, maybe even on these people's posts that you're about to interact on, maybe ask a question or something, or interact on someone else's comment in those comments. So getting a little bit more thoughtful about your interaction on these posts is super helpful. So I did set the timer. I'll be right back. Done? Oh, you're not done? Okay, yell for me when you're done, okay? Okay. So apparently, she wasn't ready for me, so I can do a little bit of work here. Okay. Good job. Good job. I'm gonna put that in the sink. Thank you.
Molly, what are you on video?
I'm on a Zoom right now. and I'll be done in 20 minutes. Almost done.
But why?
Okay, go out of this. Thank you. Don't trip over that.
Why?
I'm still on. Remember when I said you got to give me just a little bit?
Why
I got you all set up. Almost done, y'all. Couple more minutes and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, all right, so there's the timer. We're just gonna keep rolling right through. We've got a 10-minute and then a 5-minute and a 5-minute. Okay, that's it, and then we're done. The next 10 minutes, we are going to schedule posts on our private groups, or if you don't have a private group, remember we were gonna just draft up some information that we wanna post about. So get your notebook, because unfortunately you can't schedule posts on your personal wall. Are you good, Cam? Are you all good? Oh, good job. You're big. Okay, I'll be done in a minute, okay? So let me set the timer, 10 minutes. 10-minute timer. We're gonna schedule posts, getting about 2 to 3 days worth to get us through the new year. Does that sound good? So you can enjoy and not focus so much on your private group or your post over the next couple of days. You can be in the moment and enjoy your family and friends. So 10-minute timer started. And then what I like to do in my private group, so if you're somebody who's in your private group, and this really could work for your personal wall too. This could work for your personal wall too, okay? If you're running your business through your personal wall. I know some people that are. Hi, sorry. Oh my gosh, thanks. Wow, that was nice. Thanks, love you. Wow, my husband just popped in. He wins the award for best husband ever right now. I was drinking my milk, but I'll take this. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, love you. So that was totally unplanned. That was weird. Okay. So what I like to do in my private group is I like to do a question of the day in the morning. Okay, something super fun and playful, and just like people love talking about themselves. Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed that when running your businesses, but people love to give feedback on themselves, and that's actually a good thing for you to do, is to ask people about themselves. Always asking questions rather than talking about yourself. It's good to ask questions and inquire with people, because people love that. They feel loved, they feel connected, and they want to share with you about themselves. So I don't know, it is what it is. So questions of the day could be, what's your favorite cereal? It could be, are you a night owl or early bird? It could be something about the Christmas tree. Do you like fake trees or real trees? Do you take your stuff down before the new year, or does it stay up until after the new year? You know, it could be anything. I'm just shocked that this got delivered to me just now. I'm mind blown. My husband does not do that stuff. He does not do that. Oh my gosh, so good. Anyway, so question of the day in the morning, and then like maybe like 7. So there's some people that work from home and they probably don't check their phone until 8 o'clock in the morning. But then there's some people that are up, getting ready, they're ready for work, they're getting their coffee brewed, and they're creeping their Facebook at 7 before they have to jump out the door and be at work. So 7 o'clock, I feel like in the morning is a really good time to do that, because once these people are doing that question of the day and interacting on there, then they've basically set themselves up to receive your next post notification. Okay, whether it's the personal wall to be at the top of their news feed, or whether it's a notification that Heather Jump posted in blah 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 group. Okay, made another post, so then you can then they'll see your next post. So that's why the second post of that day is around noon, maybe, because that's when people are taking their lunch hour and looking at their phone again and all that stuff. So that's why I like to do a testimony at that time. Okay, testimonies can be posted on your wall if you're running your business from your wall. I know some people that do that and have major success from it. I personally do not have success from that. Hey guys. Sorry about that. So I know people that have success from posting their testimonies on their wall. I do not have success with that. It always gets no views, no likes, no nothing on it. Okay, so I like to post that in my private group and in my stories. So stories is a really good place to post that too. And so that's a good thing. Okay, so let's get those going. Okay, questions of the day. If you're doing your personal wall, write it down. Jot down some questions of the day that you can post to get some interaction on your wall. Where you can find testimonials. I'm sure this is not new to you guys, but the Ripple Effect, Kelly Riegler's page. If you're a part of Lisa Tarr's team, which I think everyone is on here, Change Life is another one. And then of course the obvious Health Wealth Community. Okay. So you can, those are all free range. You can totally copy and paste. Now what I like to do, and this is just me, I like to, when I take the picture, whatever the testimony is, the picture, and then also the wording, I copy the wording and I always put it in quotes. I always put it in quotes when I paste it. But I mean, do what you will, but I like to put it in quotes. And then above that, I do like a one-liner. Holy cow, look at Michelle's hair results. I like say whose testimony it is and drop some finger emojis, like pointing down, and then it's in quotes what she said, and then it shows the picture. Or I'll say something playful that catches the eye. I'll say, I was nearly going bald too until I started using what Michelle's using. Something like that. Something that's going to be like, what, going bald? What is she talking about? You know, and then something like that. But then I always put the testimony in quotes, because I've had I've had people be like, oh my gosh, is that you? Is that you? You're telling me that's your results? And I'm like, crap, no, it's not, you know. So you kind of have to be careful about that. All right, we're getting close to the end of this 10 minutes of scheduling. Hopefully you guys have gotten at least 2 days in, today, tomorrow, or tomorrow and Saturday. Kind of get that weight off your shoulders. So for tomorrow, of course, I am, so like my question was, are you going in? Are you staying in? Or are you going out for New Year's? Now, if you've already gotten past this point, you've done the question of the day and the testimony, you might want to post something. There's the timer, got 10 minutes left, and then we're done. We're so done with this. Okay. 10 more minutes. Open up your TikTok or your Instagram, and we'll save some trending sounds. But real quick, if you've already done your question of the day or your testimony on your private group or your wall content that you're drafting, you might do another one later in the day. Maybe you'll go live. Maybe you'll go live if you have a chance. Even if it's a 2-minute live talking about the opportunity, or talking about what you're going to do with your 10 and 3 check, whatever, anything, getting out there and showing your face. I have a lot of people that, you know, are hesitant about getting on and talking because they're nervous. They're afraid to mess up. Do it. Mess up 100 times. Because first of all, it shows that you're real. And secondly, people want to see your face and hear your excitement, because just posting a selfie, people can't get to know you and relate to you. So I challenge you to go live every once in a while. Okay. All right. So let's go to TikTok. If you don't have TikTok, download it. Okay. Download it. And start playing around on there. Okay. If you're new, start playing around on there. Okay. Get acclimated and familiar with it. All right. So how do you find the trending sounds? Okay. So I go to the plus sign and I go to add sound at the top, and the top 3 recommended are the most trending at the moment. Okay. So usually it's some dance that I'm like, I gotta learn a dance. Oh man, that's fine. But you know what? Maybe you don't do the dance. That's fine too. Use the sound, because people are going to be using those sounds because they're trending and people want 1 million followers on TikTok. Okay. So they're probably going to see your post. All right. So use those trending sounds. Also, so there's like a little flag. Gosh, you can't see that. See the little flag right there? So we're going to save the top 3. Okay. And then actually there is a list. See these lists down here? all those different categories. It says holiday season, new releases, hip hop sounds, pop sounds, country sounds. There is a TikTok viral tab. Click the TikTok viral. So these are the sounds that have gone viral. People are using them like crazy because they want their video to pop up in the viral sounds list. Okay. So All I Want for Christmas Is You is the top one right now. Mariah Carey. I'm going to click it. I'm going to save it. And it actually, that viral sounds tab gives you the top 12 songs right now on TikTok. So that's kind of cool. Okay. So like, let's see what this one is. This is number 2. I'm sure there's a dance to that. And then the top 3, the number 3 is the movie Elf, the theme song. Hear it? I'm going to save that one. That's doable. You could do anything. You could make your Mojo and have that as the song. Talk about, oh my gosh, this Mojo is straight up the cleanest coffee I've ever drank. And it, oh, it's probably blocking me. Professional audio. Uh-oh. Is it blocking me? Did you guys even hear that? I don't know. Okay. You could mix up your Mojo. You could take collagen shots. You could do anything with that sound. Matter of fact, I might see if my team wants to do a pass the collagen shot to that song because it's a 1-minute sound. Okay. We might not do the full 1 minute. I know that TikTok also likes 7-second videos. Okay. That's another important thing to know. Okay. So let's move on to 5 minutes of invites. Okay. 5 minutes of invites and then we're done. Okay. So I'm starting the timer and then we're out of here. Okay. Okay. Let's see where I like to go first to find out about, where I like to go first to find out about webinars is Power Players. I go to Power Players first. The Power Players team page. Okay. So tonight it's going to be Mindy Diebel and Heather Geisinger. They're doing a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. So this will be so easy to send a message to people. Okay. So I'm going to say 5 minutes. That's it. So we can get a couple messages out. And you can continue with this, obviously. Okay, you can continue with this, obviously. Let's close out 2021 super strong and make 2022 your best year yet. They're going to do a full overview. It'll be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The meeting ID is on here. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my messenger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my active tab. So if you go to Messenger, click on people at the bottom right, and then click on active. It says I have 600 people active right now. Okay. I am going to go through and just say, go through to people I have not messaged today. And see if they would be willing to check out a Zoom. You should be able to get at least 3 solid messages out. Shoot for 10. Okay, so here's the message that I'm sending out. Sorry, I realized that I could have shared this with you. So listen, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if you've seen that I've been building in the health and wellness field or not. I wanted to share what this looks like. Woo, there's our time. Holy crap. Okay. Let me just wrap this up. So this is what I'm saying to people to invite them to a webinar. Okay. Molly, listen, I don't know if you've seen that I've been building in the health and wellness field or not. I wanted to share with you what this looks like. Doesn't mean you're in or out, but if you're open-minded, I'd like to invite you to take a look. Boom, super, super short. If she responds, then I'm gonna say, okay, cool. It's tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time or 7 p.m., whenever it said. I can get you connected to it. It's top leaders on my team, because technically Mindy Diebel is our upline. If they're not available at that time, I have my own overview that I've recorded that I challenge all of you to get recorded and done. Do it on a Zoom like this, share your screen, show the slides, upload it to YouTube and share the YouTube link. And if you don't know how to do that and you've never done that, reach out to me, message me on Facebook and I'll help you. But you can say, oh, okay, no problem if you can't connect to that. I've got a really super short 13-minute video that I personally recorded of myself explaining what you would learn tonight from these top leaders. I'll just send that to you. Watch it today or tonight when you get a chance. I'll connect with you tomorrow. Boom. Okay. So that's what I recommend. If you have questions around anything that I talked about today, please private message me. I do not mind. But I hope that you did find some value in this and that you did find that this was productive for you. And again, I'm so sorry that I missed you guys last night. Have a great day.